Hi, we're here on the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. It is the longest day of the year, but it is also the transition from the 6-boy time to the 1-girl time. Denny, would you like to share any insights that you've been having about this time?
Wow. It's good to recognize that what we call the sixth boy, is the highest or tallest of 6 different suns. So the sixth boy in the body corresponds to the head and the top of the head. All it is that for 6 months from the winter solstice that the southern hemisphere just went into, the winter solstice, for 6 months in a row, the sun and the physics of it is rising. When it reaches the top, that's the summer solstice, the highest light of the year. Now that sounds like simple, right? That's the physics of the... But why is it designed that way? What, if anything, can we do? Not too far from us, they found over 200 caves built laboriously into rock. Half of them go to the summer solstice, and the other half either do the spring equinox or the winter solstice. What that means is, at exactly that day, the line shines through a 30-foot tunnel drilled into rock.
And there's hundreds of these all
Yes.
over the country.
Nobody knows
the world.
who made them.
Yeah.
So why is it that other societies, civilizations, long past, took time to acknowledge the day length and the position of the sun? And the reason I'm curious about it, wait a minute, are we missing an opportunity, a gift, where we're not required to do it, but if we were to do it with understanding and awareness, there may be, whether it's personal health or well-being or awareness, perception, eyesight.
Or even setting an intention at this time. It could be very powerful.
So, yes, so I go, wait, what does it mean? So in our topography, the 6-girl month, which is the month in the southern hemisphere, right? The 6 girls opposite the 6 boy. And that means one side is pituitary, masculine high light. The other one's pineal and maximum dark night. So the dark night and the longest day actually coexist. And that's the summer solstice meeting the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. So last night I was doing my best to spend time, moments of awareness, feeling and considering the people that we know in the southern hemisphere. And part of that is just to support them, their identity, their life, and to also experience sharing that moment with them.
Well, and an acknowledgement of the wholeness of the earth and that we are all connected.
What I'm going to watch for now is, okay, we know that because I know a lot of people don't know the birth order, we know that mothers, fathers, parents. Mothers, fathers, parents. Number 6 is mother's father's mother. Her husband, obviously, is mother's father's father. So for us, mother's father's mother is the pineal in the left side of the body, right brain, because it crosses over. mother's father's mother is on the left side, and her husband is the throat. 5 boy, this is the 5, the heart's the 4. These two, the 5 and the 6, are married. And we know that the expression of 5 boy is free will, making a choice. Whatever we choose, whether we know we made it or not, we made something by default, making a choice produces an outcome. We know that their child, mother's father, is very significant to breath, lungs, feeling, humility, inspiration. Wow. So how do these two in the top of the head create the lungs and the breath? So how do we, I'm going, okay, so if this is a map, what do I do with my choice on the hour of the longest night in the southern hemisphere, winter solstice? What do I do to make a choice to create something that will manifest many months later, like a child, a baby once conceived will manifest in 9 months? Okay, you know what? It's a big mystery. I don't have any direct download comprehension of precisely how it works. So I know from the past, the only way I learn something is develop a curiosity, a watchfulness, maybe study, read a little bit, ask, to be shown how something works. So we're at it, we're practicing, we're sharing it with Northern and Southern Hemisphere. I guess I would say to the person who wants to participate, just when in doubt, be thankful. You know, practice a little focus of, wow, the day length now, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, the day length is descending for 6 months. What does descending actually mean? And why is ascending an increase of light? Does that mean as we ascend, the light gets brighter and things grow for self and others? Maybe. But when it descends, doesn't mean things are wrong or things are dying. It means we're letting go of the old, transformation, developing some solitary awareness, some singularity. And the Southern Hemisphere just did that. It's not an easy thing to go through the autumn seasons in the Southern Hemisphere or the Northern Hemisphere. When you go through the autumn, autumn is not an easy thing, because most people, it gets cold, it gets dark, they get colds, they get lonely, they get depressed, whatever it is. It's a hard thing to go from the autumn equinox to the winter solstice. But in our topography, they are all corresponding to people, not just angles of light, not just the physics of different directions. Every one of those locations and all of those dates, for example, the autumn equinox is a relationship between 2 women in the family tree. The autumn equinox that just passed in the Southern Hemisphere, that's the first month of summer, number 1. The second month of summer, number 3, the plant kingdom. The third month of summer is what we call 5 girl, or the animal kingdom, or global. So global, 5, moves the next month on the equinox into 2 girl. For those people who aren't so sure about all of these little acronyms of birth order and family, 2 girl is feeling-oriented presence of individuality. It's about you. sunset, which is my favorite time of the day, and that autumn equinox, they're very similar. So what does it mean to do that? So, okay, I'm going onward with my usual tendency to want to do some of the details. But I can assure you the details I ponder when no one's listening is far greater than when those people are listening. So I hope that gives you something to consider, something to remember.
Yes, and if you're interested, we have lots of opportunities to connect. If you contact us either on Rayid International Facebook, or go on to the website rayid.com. You can send a little note and we can share pretty much every week. We have opportunities to connect and to learn. And hopefully we'll have more of these videos out there for more information.
Thanks for being there.
Thanks.